And you would think like, yeah, it'd be easy to say like, oh, the entrepreneurial spirit I would find a way, but it's like, it's so competitive now. I would probably knowing
It's a lot
me.
more work. A lot more work.
Yeah, and I would look at it as a lost cause. I'd move on to a different career. not to be a total downer. I mean, there's still people that are going to rise to the top, right? But
always.
It is just it worked out for me because of the timing. And yeah, I'm not like that motivated to just. I'm not a huge entrepreneur. Like I pivot very quickly. If something's not working, I pivot.
So then, and your channel was basically made up of, making short films and tutorials about how you made those short films. And then you incorporated your products in those tutorials, like the LUTs and the music and things like that. So it's a great market. I mean, it's funny because I had something similar. And I always say this story and it pisses me off because I was on YouTube in 2005.
Oh,
with tutorials.
That's like having Bitcoin in like 2010.
I literally had I was into YouTube 2005 with filmmaking tutorials.
Yeah.
There was nobody on YouTube in 2005. It was literally, I think, year 1 or year 2 of YouTube. You can check it out. They're still on YouTube from old channels that I had. And I decided, obviously, I didn't have the vision to say, "Oh, YouTube was the way," and this, we're going to make a career out of it. I didn't have that vision, but I did sell 5,000 DVDs with all those tutorials on it, so I knew there was a market for it.
Yeah.
But I decided, oh, I'm a filmmaker. I'm not a teacher. I'm not doing that. I got to make my Reservoir Dogs. I don't have time to be making these tutorials.
Yeah, because the saying is just in the back of your head, like if those they can't do teach, and you're just like no.
Exactly, and I literally could own the filmmaking space on YouTube if I chose to. If I would have just got my ego out of the way, and it took me 10 years before I came back in with Indie Film Hustle, where, as you say, on YouTube, it's very difficult for me to break through, and I've still been able to build up a community through that. But still, I mean,
I would say our story is it's not the same because we weren't in that early. But if I would have known where it went, I would have gone a lot harder in 2010, 12.
And you would have built up a huge business,
right? And
it's kind of like what Rocket Jump did,
right? And there was an aspect of. Still, even like 2014 or 15, like I didn't know what YouTube was going to be. So I was taking a lot of time trying different things and trying to build a traditional film career in some ways, and not putting all my eggs in the YouTube basket. So hindsight's always 2020.
Oh, of course. Is it true? I think we're similar vintages. So how old are you?
I'm 35.
All right. So not similar, we're about a decade apart, but still, we've walked across the same, dead bodies, if you will, in the film industry.
Yes. We've seen them come and go.
We've seen them come and go, exactly. But do you find that not only your ego getting in the way of like I'm a true filmmaker, but building out a business on YouTube? If you would have kept going down that path, you think you would have definitely made. A full-blown business on it. You could have obviously had millions of followers at this point in the game.
Maybe. I mean, I would imagine because it takes a lot of work. Like I've tried to do YouTube consistently, like in the way that you're supposed to do YouTube, and I can't keep up with it. So just my personality is like I probably wouldn't have lasted too long. But if I would have hunkered down and done twice as many videos, like it would have just been a bigger business overall. But at this point, YouTube's changed so much, and especially the space that we're in, to where the followers are not useless. But I'm going to be real for a second, but it's like you're just not getting the viewership and the audience retention.
It's diluted. It's too diluted.
Yeah, and the upside of having an audience now, honestly, is just to show possible investors, to show other people like, hey, we have a YouTube channel with this many subscribers. Like it looks good on paper, and sponsors and other people like that. But as far as the actual use of having those subscribers now, it's not as useful.
It's not as because again, I think the users on YouTube are it's just dilution. It's dilution.
Yeah.
Like there's literally thousands of people doing tutorials on how to make film.
Right. And if you were to build it in, like equate the number of subscribers to the success of the business, you would have had to have transferred all your viewers over to the business in like 2014 or 15. So like the point now, like even though if we had 1 million subscribers now and I come up with a new business idea, it doesn't mean nearly as much as those 1 million subscribers 5 years ago.
Yeah, and that's
ago.
kind of, and again, I'll bring Rocket Jump back into it. I think that's kind of what they found is they may have 7 million subscribers, but
right.
it doesn't translate to the cash that it used to.